Hello dear students, welcome back to the another session of social studies. Today we are on lesson number 5, the plateau and desert region. Now in the previous chapter we have learned about the different physical divisions of India. We have the northern plains, we have the desert, then we also had the peninsular plateau. We read about the northern plains and the coastal areas. Now in this chapter we are going to learn only about the plateau and the desert region. Now classify the following words under the three headings given in the table. These are the headings: mountain, plains, plateaus, deserts, river. So mountains, we know that they are tall. Then plains, we know that they are flat. Plateaus are like mountains, but the top is flat like a table. Deserts, we know that it is very dry and very sandy and also very hot. Rivers, now rivers, we know that the land near the river is very fertile. Now let us write from the box, from the given table, let us classify this. Tallest means the mountains, okay? So write here, only three names you have to write. Now tallest, it will come under the mountain. Tributary, it will come under the river. Delta also, it will come under the river. Flat top means plateau. River origin from the mountain. Now cold means it will be near the mountain areas. Hot means it will be near the desert regions. Taller means will be in mountains. Sand will be deserts. Hot will be desert. Flat will be plains. Short will be plateaus. Cool will be near the mountains. Snow, mountains. Dry, it will be desert. Fertile, it will be plains. Okay, now in this chapter we are going to learn about Southern Plateau, Central Highlands and the Deccan Plateau. Climate, soil, vegetation, wildlife and minerals of this region. Great Indian Desert. Let us start. Southern Plateau. A plateau is a highland which is higher than the land around it and has a flat table-like top. That is why it is also called a tableland. Now plateaus, see, plateaus will be in this shape. They are high and it is flat. Okay, it will be like mountains, but mountains we know that it is in the cone shape, but plateaus are higher than the land. This is the land and this is the plateau, but they have a flat top on the top, and that's why it is also known as the tableland. Now location and extent. This region extending from south of the northern plains to the southern tip of the Indian mainland is a plateau region. So from the south of the northern plains we have the plateau region here. These are the plateau regions. In the previous chapter also we saw the peninsular plateau, isn't it? It is below the northern plains. The plateau mainly covers peninsular India and is inverted, triangular in shape, broad in the north and narrowing towards as it extends southwards. So the shape is triangle. It is broad in the north and when it reaches the south it becomes shorter. It is thus called the peninsular plateau. This region is bounded by hill ranges. In this peninsular plateau, all the hill ranges, the mountain ranges we can find, just like Aravalli ranges, Rajmahal ranges. Now Aravalli ranges in the northwest, the Rajmahal hills in the northeast, the eastern Ghats to the east and the western Ghats to the west. So if you go through a physical map, you can easily find out where are the locations of the ranges and also the hills. The plateau has a rocky and uneven surface. The Peninsula Plateau covers the states of Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Odisha, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Maharashtra and eastern part of Kerala. So these are the states which comes under the Deccan Plateau or the Peninsula Plateau. The main cities of these regions are Bhopal, Indore, Hyderabad, Mysore and Bangalore. The rivers Narmada divides this plateau into two parts, the Central Highlands in the north and the Deccan Plateau in the south. The Central Highland. The Malwa Plateau is central India and the Chota Nagpur Plateau in the east together makes the Central Highlands. It is bordered by Aravallis in the northeast, Vindhyas in the south, Chota Nagpur Plateau in the east and Rajmahal Hills in the northeast. The Malwa Plateau lies in the center. It is bordered by Aravallis in the northwest and Vindhya Hills in the south. Rivers originating in the central highlands are Chambal, Betwa, Son. They join Ganga and Yamuna flowing northwards. Narmada and Tapi originates in the Vindhyas and flow westwards. The Chota Nagpur Plateau covers the state of Jharkhand, northeastern Chhattisgarh and northern Odisha. The fine black soil in the Malwa Plateau region is suitable for the growth of cotton and oilseed. So, the black soil which is found in the Malwa Plateau. Now, where is the Malwa Plateau? The Malwa Plateau is in the central India. Here, central India, Malwa Plateau. So, here in the Malwa Plateau, it is good for black soil, which is good for growing cotton and oil seeds. Oil seeds like mustard seeds, sunflower seeds. Okay. Next is the Deccan Plateau. The Deccan Plateau is the largest plateau in India. So the Deccan Plateau is the largest plateau in India. It extends from river Narmada to the southern tip of peninsular India. It is bounded by the Western Ghats and the Eastern Ghats on the western and the eastern coast respectively. Where the Western and the Eastern Ghats, these are Eastern Ghats and these are Western Ghats. Western Ghats include the Nilgiri Hills, the Animalai Hills and the Cardamom Hills. The hills of the Western Ghats are comparatively higher than that of the Western Ghats. Both the Ghats join each other at the Nilgiri Hills. Now rivers. The rivers in this region are seasonal as they depend on rain for water. Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri are the main rivers originating in this region. So which are the rivers originating from this plateau? We have Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri. These rivers rise in the west and flows eastwards when they eventually empty into the Bay of Bengal. So, all these rivers, they join the main rivers, that is the Ganga and Yamuna, and they drain into the Bay of Bengal. The originations of these rivers are from the west and they flow from the west to the east and drain into the Bay of Bengal. Godavari is the longest river of the Deccan Plateau. Narmada and Tapi are the only major rivers that flow from east to west into the Arabian Sea. See, from west we can see Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri, but on the east we can see only Narmada and Tapi, which flows from the east to the west and drain into the Arabian Sea. These rivers from several waterfalls in their course because of the uneven land. The Jog Falls on the river Saravati in Karnataka is among the highest plunge waterfalls in our country. So Jog Falls is in Karnataka, is the highest waterfall in our country. Large dams are constructed across the Deccan rivers to store water. So large dams are also constructed in these Deccan rivers in order to store the water. The Nagarjuna Sagar Dam across the Krishna River is one such example. Now the climate. The Malwa Plateau region experiences as a pleasant climate because of its elevation. In other parts of the southern plateau, the summers are hot and dry and winters are cool. The soil and vegetation. The soil in this plateau region is black and red in color. So what is the color of this soil in this Deccan Plateau or the Peninsula Plateau? It is black and red. Farming is the main occupation of people living here. Apart from cotton and oilseeds grown in the black soil, farmers also cultivate other crops like rice, millets, groundnuts and sugarcane. The different kinds of wood from the thick forest of the Western Ghats and northeastern regions of the plateau is of commercial importance. Now minerals. The Chota Nagpur plateau is rich in minerals like coal, iron, manganese, bauxite and mica. The plateau region is the most mineral-rich regions of India. Now next we have the Great Indian Desert. The Great Indian Desert is in the state of Rajasthan. Here, this is a picture of the Great Indian Desert. Aravalli Range lies in the plateau, Peninsula Plateau. Okay. Deserts are areas that receive very little or no rainfall. The temperatures are extreme, either very hot or very cold. There is little vegetation on growth in such regions. The Thar Desert or the Great Indian Deserts are large arid regions lying in the northwest part of the Indian subcontinent. It is characterized by sand dunes, uncultivated soil and minimal vegetation. Camel is the main animal here. This physical feature spreads across India and Pakistan and forms a natural boundary between the two countries. Most part of the desert lies in the state of Rajasthan. It also extends to Gujarat in the south and Haryana and Punjab in the north. It has the Aravalli Mountains to the east. The Thar Desert is covered with sheets of sand which form sand dunes at places. Due to little vegetation to hold the sandy soil together, strong winds in this region can shift large amounts of sand. Such events are called dust storms. They lead to shifting of the sand dunes from one place to another. Now climate. How is the climate in the desert region? The desert remains hot and dry throughout the year. The region receives very little rainfall which makes it barren and dry. During summers, days are very hot and nights are cool. During winters, days are warm and the nights are very cold. Now vegetation and wildlife. Vegetation in that Thar is scanty due to the scarcity of water. Thorny shrubs and scattered bushes which require less water are commonly found there. These plants generally have long roots that reach the deep underground water. Examples of such plants include cactus, kikar and babul. Oases are also found in some places. An oasis is an area in the desert where underground water comes to the surface and because of which some greenery is seen around it. Now oasis, this is a picture of an oasis. Then this is a picture of the dust storm. Commonly animals such as camel is called the sheep of the desert. Black bugs, chinkaras and great Indian bustards are found in this area. Some of the other animals found in this region are the red fox and caracal, a type of wildcat. The water system in the Thar. Being a desert, the Thar suffers from water shortage. Villagers often walk long distances to fetch water. To tackle this problem of water scarcity, the government has built the Indira Gandhi Canal. It was earlier known as the Rajasthan Canal. So before it was known as Rajasthan Canal, at present it is known as the Indira Gandhi Canal. River Satluj and its tributaries supply water to this canal. The canal provides drinking water and supports irrigations in the region. River Luni is the only river of this desert region. So River Luni is the only river in this desert region. It is seasonal river. The crops grow here include wheat, maize, barley, jowar and bajra. Industries developed in this region include woolen, textiles, forestry, coal and petroleum, mining and tourism. Jaisalmer, Bikaner and Jodhpur are the main desert cities. Ranthambore, Keoladeo, earlier known as Bharatpur Bird Sanctuary, and Sariska are famous national parks of Rajasthan. Now, life in the desert. Life in the desert is hard. The Thar Desert is inhabited by Banjaras. The Banjaras are nomads who move on camels from one place to another. People in cities live in houses made of flat roofs, small windows, and thick walls. This keeps their houses cool during the day and warm at night. Some houses have underground water tanks to store water. Women generally wear ghagra, choli and orni. Men wear dhoti, kurta and turban. Their clothes are generally bright and colorful. They celebrate festivals like Dashera, Diwali, Tej and Gangor. Now filling the blanks. The largest plateau in India is the Deccan Plateau. The dam is built across river Krishna. So, Nagar, Juna, Sagar, dam. Dash in Dash is the highest waterfall in India. Which is the highest waterfall in India? It is the Jog Falls in Karnataka. Next, Dash hills or mountains ranges are situated to the southeast of the Thar. So the answer is Aravalli. Dash and Dash are the two famous national parks of Rajasthan state. So, Ranthambore and that is Ranthambore. And you can write Sariska also. Next, choose the correct answer. This river divides the southern plateau into Central Highlands and Deccan Plateau. So the answer options are Ganga, Kaveri, Narmada, Tapi. So which river divides the southern plateau into the Central Highlands and the Deccan Plateau? So the answer is Narmada. Next, this plateau is not a part of the southern plateau. Options are Chota Nagpur Plateau, Malwa Plateau, Deccan Plateau, Tibetan Plateau. Answer is Tibetan Plateau. The eastern and the western Ghats meet at these hills: Cardamom, Satmala, Rajmahal, Nilgiri. So the answer is Nilgiri. It is a seasonal river of that great Indian desert. Options are Satluj, Luni, Yamuna, Kosi. Answer is Luni. The Indira Gandhi Canal gets its water supply from this river. Indus, Satluj, Yamuna, Brahmaputra. Answer is Satluj. Next, true or false? Nilgiri is the highest peak in the Western Ghats. Answer is false. Rajmahal Hills are a part of the Deccan Plateau. False. Dust storms in deserts can move sand from one place to another. True. An oasis is a large water body found in deserts that is formed by rainwater. False. The Deccan Plateau and the Central Highlands have red soil. True. So this is the end of the chapter. Next time I will meet you with a new chapter. Till then, students, take care of yourself and thank you so much.